Welcome back. Many of us are feeling the pinch of rapidly rising prices when it comes to our groceries or even at the gas pump. This week we sat down with the Deputy Commerce Secretary from the Biden administration, so take a listen.
The president and the entire administration are focused, as you know, on making sure that we can do everything to get people back to work and putting more money in American pockets. And that includes bringing down prices across the board. The real challenge here is our supply chain. We know that has been significantly constrained as we've gotten the economy restarted. The challenge that we've all had is that the world economy essentially was shut down largely as a result of the pandemic. And as you get the economy going again, it goes through fits and starts. And the supply chain has been a real constraint there. So as we fix some of the challenges around the supply chain, we're starting to see that inflation pressure is easing, particularly at the gas pump. We're seeing that products are getting to shelves. It's going to make it easier for people to pay for everyday expenses, their heating expenses, et cetera. We also know that we have work to do. The president's already doing on lowering the cost of things like meat and poultry. The president took action earlier this week to make sure that we were able to reduce the cost in the grocery stores of meat and poultry by expanding and diversifying our processing capacity, by making sure that the processing facilities had a wider array of ownership. That's bringing down the cost at the grocery store. Like I said, it's also about making sure that our supply chain is working. That's why the president took pretty quick action in the early part of the winter to provide support to all of the ports around the country to make sure that we were easing the bottlenecks there. But it's going to take a whole lot more than that. That's why the president has been so focused on his signature infrastructure plan, which is now the bipartisan infrastructure law. As we make the investments that were created by that infrastructure law in roads and bridges and highways, at our ports, at our airports, in railways, it's going to bring down the cost for the American consumer. So we're really focused right now on making sure that we make these investments quickly, that we do it in ways that will bring down costs across the board. But as I said at the beginning, the president is laser focused on this, and we know that it's still affecting Americans all across the country, especially those in the Midwest and in places like Michigan. We've already seen gas prices start to flatten. We expect that gas prices will begin to ease over the coming weeks. So I leave it to the experts at the Department of Energy, but as I understand it, those prices will start to moderate by the latter part of the winter. The costs of everyday prices, like at the grocery store with meat and poultry, those will also start to come down over the next weeks and months. So by the springtime, I think the president believes that we will see significant moderation in inflationary problems, and that people will feel it in their pocketbooks and in their bank accounts, that things won't cost as much.
All right, there's still a lot ahead. We're going to take a look at what's happening in Washington next.